What's up guys, the Strongboys19 here, and it is really raining outside, and it's the thunder! Yeah, there's been a few lightning strikes. So, without any further ado, it's time to do the album reviews on the Death discography. Now before I dive into the review, one of my friends, David from Skype, actually got me into the band a whole lot more. I never used to listen to Death before, but I listened to all of their albums, and what can I say about their discography? The discography is absolutely fantastic. Thanks to David, and I am now officially a fan of Death. And in my opinion, Death is my second favourite death metal band of all time. So, yep, without any further ado, it's time to do the album review on the very first album from the band, Scream Bloody Gore. It was released in the year 1987, and it has been considered as the very first death metal record in existence. And that is basically true. So, Scream Bloody Gore is officially the first death metal album ever released. It's just like Scum from Napalm Death, that album is the very first grindcore album ever released. And Scream Bloody Gore is just the same, but with its death metal genre. So, I really enjoyed this album from start to finish. It is really deep, heavy, and aggressive. It's just awesome brutality all the way through. And we cannot forget Chuck Schuldiner, the father of death metal. He really is the father of death metal. So may he rest in peace. He's such an amazing singer and songwriter. If you haven't checked out Scream Bloody Gore, I highly recommend it. It's one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life. So, yeah, from start to finish, this whole album is just, like I said, non-stop brutality all the way through. The vocals from Chuck are really deep, and it has some really high reverb type of effect on the vocals, and his vocals just sounded like really raw, and the guitar work sounded really heavy, and the drums are just fantastic. The bass guitar work is just really cool, and also the rhythm guitar work. It's just like the lead guitar work. It's just fantastic, and there's been a lot of really good creativity on a lot of the tracks from a lot of these song structures. The guitar solo work is also really cool, and Chuck basically did a lot of this work on this album. He did the vocals, the lead and the rhythm guitar work, and the bass guitar work, and the other member is the drummer of the band, and he was with Death during the times from the Mutilation demo, and this is the only Death album to have that drummer in the band. So, yep, it's just a really good classic, and it's just like the other Death albums in every way. They are just masterpieces, and we will never forget a lot of these fantastic death metal albums. So, Scream Bloody Gore is one of my favourite metal albums of all time, and if you haven't checked it out yet, please check out Scream Bloody Gore and the rest of their albums, because if you like a lot of music that is really deep, aggressive, and really creative all the way through, then Death's albums could be the right choice for you to listen to their discography all the way through, from this album all the way to The Sound of Perseverance, their last album. So there's been a lot of really cool, catchy parts on this album, from the verses, the choruses, and the middle parts. I hear that thunder again, and another lightning just struck. So yeah, it's just really great that Death has been one of those bands to be, one of the very first bands of the death metal genre. Same with Autopsy and all sorts. And there's been some other future death metal bands that have been formed throughout the years, like other death metal bands. For examples, the bands Cannibal Corpse and Bolt Thrower and Obituary and all sorts. So I really, really enjoyed Scream Bloody Gore. It's just a fantastic classic, and I highly recommend it. The album rating for Death's Scream Bloody Gore is 5 stars out of 5. So I'm going to be reviewing the rest of their discography in the near future, and for my next album review in the discography, I will be reviewing their second album, Leprosy. So thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll keep you posted for different types of videos really soon. And keep it metal, guys.